we're going to go into the diesel classroom today. The engine, the block itself is all stripped down, cleaned, and my initial measurements are done on this. Waiting for parts for assembly. Might have a whole assortment of pieces here. But we're going to get into this piston. I'm going to do some failure analysis. Now, you're going to look at that piston. You can see the meltdown. You can see a fracture, broken rings. There is a piece of a ring right there. And there is the hole. Now, like I stated before, it has a little tiny hole in it. So what caused that hole right there? If you notice, the crown of the piston really has no distortion. Okay? When you have a faulty injector, you get meltdown where the crown of the piston starts to destroy itself and deform for a severely faulty injector. This is caused by a faulty injector also. This is a fuel droplet. And how do I know that? Well, on top of a piston, you see the carbon there. When this thing's running, this piston gets a layer of protective gases on top of the piston to protect the aluminum during the combustion state. And a fuel droplet will superheat itself to where it can actually get through the protective layer of gases and land on the piston, on the aluminum itself. Now, what the fuel droplet does, since it's superheated, it will heat in a localized area and expand whatever it is in contact with. And what happens from there is you get an uneven expansion in one area, and it will crack. Now, once that crack forms, this piston is then able to draw an unmetered fuel. See, the crack goes below the oil wiper. It can draw an unmetered fuel, which is oil, off the cylinder, the sleeve, into the combustion chamber, already to a superheated spot, and it just carries on. So now you have the unmetered fuel of oil plus the 4-atomization of fuel from the faulty injector, and she goes into meltdown. But that's what causes that crack right there, is the superheated location of the piston. So, that injector caused that. Yes, this truck has a lot of high miles. This engine has dusting going on in it. But major failure was caused by bad injector. Multiple things are wrong with this engine. Multiple causes to accelerate the wear in this engine. But main failure, bad injector. It's getting 6 new injectors in it anyways. But that is where we're at on that one. So, y'all have a good day. I know the Heavy Wrench said on his live feed last night, he was curious of what was going on with this engine, about a failure analysis. Well, there it is, sir. All right, y'all have a good day. I'm done. See ya.